That's no moon.
It's nooch too good. Greetings and hello there, everybody. It's me, your ever-loving Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good. I wasn't sure what intro to use here, so pull out an oldie but a goodie. You know, you just go back to the generic stuff. Hey, we're here to talk about 10 more mistakes that you should not make in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I made a video maybe 6 months ago, maybe it might be longer now. It's been a little while since I made a video about mistakes you shouldn't make. It's always good to do these, come around, think about them again. I'm going to put a link to the old one at the end of this video if you'd like to watch it. And maybe I'll intersperse it throughout here, but this is 10 more mistakes you shouldn't do. Now, at the end of this video, we'll bring out a little list, and we'll convert it to 10 things you should do. We'll take those 10 things you shouldn't do, the mistakes, and convert it to a list of things you should do. But here's a little refresher from the original video. 10 things you should do, which ties to the original 10 mistakes. Join a good guild, work on your mods, proper usage of Get 1 and Get 2 currency, farming efficiently, finish your farms, plan ahead, participate and be a good guildie, do your research, have fun, and listen to your Star Wars dad. So you want to go watch that video, make sure you understand what those refer to, what they mean, how they work, and what the mistakes are that you might be making. I guess we'll put that video, that link up here maybe right now. Anyway, let's go with another 10 mistakes here, everybody. Mistake number 1, chasing shiny objects. Now, this can mean new stuff they just released in the game, brand new characters like IG-12 that just came out, who's really no, yes, looks like a lot of fun. But should you chase him as a mid-game player, early game player, free-to-play player, etc., or should you just let him lie and come and get him later? And it really depends on where you are in the game for sure. But let me talk about my account here a little bit. You know, I bought the Lightspeed bundles, and I haven't really done a lot with them yet, for a few reasons. One, I was in the middle of a Galactic Legend Leia push, and I finished that, so I got that done. So I did not go ahead and work on Kylo and Rey. Let's take a look at our resistance here. We got all the resistance here. I did farm Jedi Training Rey. I haven't geared her up yet, and I did farm BB-8. I haven't geared him up yet. But the reason I'm not seriously like going crazy for this now, and the same thing with the First Order. Look at the First Order. I'm all ready for Kylo, but I'm really short on Zetas, and I spent 6 Zetas on Leia. I spent 2 on Drogon. I've spent 1 on R2 so far. I need 1 more on R2. Then I unlocked Jedi Knight Luke because I was like 1 character away from him. I spent a Zeta on him just today. I need Zetas on Captain Rex. I'm going to work on my Phoenix. So, and I still need some work to get to Kylo and Rey. I've got a 4-star. It doesn't work on my account. I got a 4-star Raddus. Need to have it be 5 stars, which I could save some crystals for and boom it right out. But if let's say I got a 5-star Raddus today, then I went and unlocked Jedi Training Rey like a week from now after getting all the tickets, I still wouldn't have enough Zeta. I'm just not Zeta ready for Galactic Legend Rey. She would be, I guess, maybe not useless on my roster, but she would be close to useless by having only 1 or 2 Zetas on her. So I've got to get to the point in my roster where I'm ready to farm her. Even though I've got all the characters farmed, I want to be ready. So I'm not getting distracted by the shiny new object of the Lightspeed bundle and all these Resistance and First Order characters. I got to make sure my roster is ready to field a fully competent, a fully armed and operational Galactic Legend. So once I get the 6 Zetas saved, and once I'm ready for that, I'm going to do it. But I got some priorities first. I still want to do my Phoenix first before I do that. And I got to get another Zeta on R2, and I'm going to have to get some Zetas on these Phoenix to make them work with Captain Rex. So I've got some work to do before I go and get my... So that's not being distracted by new and shiny objects or new old shiny objects like the Lightspeed bundles give us. Hey, a mistake you're making. You're avoiding ship farming. I talk about this all of the time. All of the time. I review rosters all the time on this channel, and we see it right now. I'm farming 5 ships. Some of you think that's insane, but guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, cats and dogs, meese and mice and moose and you gotta be farming ships. Right now I'm farming Kylo Ren's command shuttle for the aforementioned Kylo farm I mentioned. The same thing I'm farming TIE Echelon every day. I'm farming Outrider every day so I can have it ready for Jabba the Hutt and for Profundity when I get that. And I'm farming Biston's U-Wing and Rebel Y-Wing for Jedi Master Luke farming and for Profundity farming down the road. Plan your ship farming well in advance. You guys know I harp on this all the time. The two things I see the most that really leave people in the dust: not farming your Imperial TIE Bomber from the beginning of the game. You should be farming this ship from the very beginning of the game because you need it for Executor, you need it for Sith Eternal Emperor, and it takes 6 months. If you're gonna farm a ship mode once a day, it's a 6-month farm to get it to 7 stars. Yeah, you can double up and spend 25 crystals a day and double up on that farm. You can do that, but most of us aren't trying to do that when we got other farms going on, especially early, mid-game. And the second thing I see this all the time, is people will have Malevolence unlocked or being close to Malevolence unlocked. They'll have Grievous ready to go, and they haven't farmed Hyena Bomber, or they got a 3 or 4 star, or maybe 5-star Vulture Droid from the Hyperdrive bundle. You've got to farm these ships every day to be ready for them. Ships take 6 months. That doesn't mean put them off. It means farm them earlier. If it takes longer, you start it earlier. Don't let it go until later. Just please, please don't avoid ship farming beyond your ship farming. Another mistake people make, ignoring Fleet Arena. I don't know if this is as much, but I think sometimes people look at their farms and don't think about Fleet Arena. Now, I'm the first person to say that with managing 3 accounts at this point, I've gotten really bad at doing Fleet Arena on a daily basis. And when I look at my Fleet Arena, I'm finishing like 10 to 15 every day. But guys, it's just really important. If you can get to the top of Fleet Arena, it's 400 crystals a day. And really just in the top 5. The top 5 is 300 to 400 crystals every day. If you're not getting in the top 5, you're really missing out. And if you're not farming if you're not using your farms and trying to get Executor as an early game player, or Leviathan as a mid to late game player, or trying to find a way to get to the top of Fleet Arena, if I had one account, boys and girls, I'd be climbing to the top with my Finalizer every single day over some of these Executors. I'd make sure I'm getting there. We do have some Leviathans in here, I think. 1 or 2 at this point. There's 2 at the top. Yeah, those are. It's difficult to get to the top, but if I can get to number 3, that's 350 crystals every day. If you're, again, I'm not a great example of this because with managing 3 accounts, I really have not had the time to do it every day. But you should be trying to climb to the top of Fleet Arena every single day to get those extra crystals in your roster. It's just too important. And another mistake number 4 here, I think. Not budgeting or tracking your spending. As somebody who recently has really ramped up my spending, you guys know I'm spending $100 a week on this account right here. And you saw where when the Lightspeed bundles came out, I spent like $180 that week. And if you don't really keep track of it, you don't pay attention to what you're spending, you can blow out your budget in a real hurry in this game. I could very easily, if I wasn't tracking my spending, I don't think I have do I have the spending tracking here? I don't think I've got a tracking spending loaded up where I can show it right now. But if you're not tracking your spending, in fact, I'm going to put one up on the screen right now. We're going to edit one in later. If you're not tracking your spending, like if you decided to spend $100 a week, $50 a week, $25 a month, $10 a month, whatever it is, if you're not tracking that, you're gonna blow, you're gonna do worse. You're gonna spend more than you want to spend. So please, if you're spending money in the game and you're looking at these packs to spend 25 bucks here, 25 bucks there, whatever, please track your spending in the game and make sure you're only spending as much as you want to be spending. Let's talk about some quality of life stuff. And maybe that tracking and spending is kind of a quality of life thing, but hey, losing sleep and sanity over a game. Now, I just said, try to, finish the top. Don't ignore Fleet Arena and finish at the top. But guess what, boys and girls? If you miss a day and you don't land at the top of Fleet Arena, you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. you miss an energy refresh. You miss a day of logging into the web store and getting that extra energy, which, by the way, is a mistake. If you don't log in the web store every day and get your extra stuff, you're making a mistake. So log in the web store, and I don't have that in the list. To me, that's number 11. But look, you miss a day of payouts. You miss a day of completing your activities. You miss a day or two. You got something going on in your life. Things kind of blow up in you're gonna be okay. Don't lose sleep and sanity over this game. If you're in a guild that's doing things in territory battles or territory wars that are causing you a lot of stress in your life and giving you anxiety, maybe it's time to re-examine that and maybe step down to a guild that's maybe not doing or not requiring the farms. Just find a way to play the game that keeps you happy. It's a game. It's a game. You need to be happy. This game should provide relief to your day, not add to the stress of your day. So please keep your sanity. Another one here. Being a slave to someone else's farming guide. I've heard this, and I heard and seen a lot of this. I'm following your guide step by step. I'm following AP Gaines' guide step by step. I'm following this guide. Don't do that. just don't do that, man. There's like 85 farming guides out there, and yeah, every year 75 of those become obsolete because they fall into the past, and now, especially this year, it's made a lot of farming guides obsolete. But you should farm your path. Watch a few farming guides. Watch me, watch AP, watch Sanjita, check out Arnold, and then build your own path from that. Build your own path. Make your own spreadsheets. Put together what you're going to do with your farming path. You see me, I bought these Lightspeed bundles, but I'm kind of holding off on that just because of reasons. Hey, look, there's a new Sabine. I didn't see that till just now. How about that? Look at them at. Well, oh, a helmet on. Haha, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not a fan of the show, but I like that. I like the... Hers looks better than Thrawn's. I'll say that. She looks much better than Thrawn. Anyway, okay, so make your own farming path. Don't be a slave to somebody else's farming ideas. You know, do the things you want to do. Forge your pathway. Make your way forward in this game. Be unique. The game has, I don't know, 800,000 characters right now. You can be completely unique with the way you farm the game, the characters you farm, the things you do. I see lots of unique rosters all the time doing roster reviews. Make your own unique roster. Don't be tied to someone else's farming path. And that's why a lot of times when I do my farming guides, I don't tell you exactly what to do, because I just think you should find your own way. I kind of give you options and ideas. So find your own path. Hey, running multiple accounts, another quality of life thing here. I am learning, and I'm not saying you shouldn't run multiple accounts. What I'm saying is, if it's stressing you out, again, if it's adding levels to your life and running out time, and you can't do Fleet Arena and you can't do all the things you want in the game because you're running multiple accounts, then don't run multiple accounts. We have people on the channel like Justin Z, Legolas Z, who runs 5 accounts. I think E-Man runs 4 accounts. I run 3 accounts because I'm trying to make content for you guys. But if you're running 2 accounts, like you have your account and an alt, and you're not able to do all the things you want to do in game, and it's not as much fun to you, drop that second account, man. Just get rid of it. If you're not having fun at the game, this is a lot of quality of life stuff here. If you're not having fun playing the game, then maybe you need to let go of some of the things in the game. So if running multiple accounts is pulling away from your enjoyment, find something else to do. Drop an account. Not find something. Drop all those accounts. Just move on. So running multiple accounts is not for everybody. I think about 30 to 40, maybe 50% of people have a second account. If it's pulling joy away from you in your life or in the game, let it go and move on and just do one account so you can have fun, because fun is the most important thing. That's what we're doing here. Hey, down the road here, a mistake you can make is letting your children touch your account. I'm going to show you the example that happened to me a week ago right here. I got to go take a potty break, so can you man this for a little bit? Okay. Don't touch anything. Hello. Guys, help me. What do I do? Short fuse, young man? My bench? My bench is only 180. And that is why you don't let your children or anyone else touch your account. And yeah, it's a little jokey. I talked to my son afterward. As we put videos out on this, it makes some really fun content for the channel. I did have a bunch of extra gear. I will have to gear up Mon Mothma eventually. At least it wasn't like Ugnaught or I don't know. Who else am I thinking out there? There's plenty of others. Eathcoth or something. But yeah, don't let your children touch your accounts. Bad things. Hey, upgrading to less than Relic 3. I do see this a lot too, and you can see it right there at my Mon Mothma. My Mon Mothma is only Gear 13. You know, right there. Relic 0, Gear 13. And I take everybody to Relic 3 at least. It's not a hard upgrade to Relic 3. Now, I haven't touched Mon Mothma because I'm just not working on her. I don't even have a team to put her with yet. So that's a separate situation. But if you're going to Relic somebody, you should at least Relic them to Relic 3. I don't understand the idea. I've literally seen rosters where the whole roster is just barely Gear 13 characters and maybe have one character at Relic 7. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, it costs you almost nothing. If you look at Mon Mothma here, let me play. She's the only one I got that under Relic 3. So this is my only example. To get her to, let me see if I can go to the top here. Let me go top left here. I don't even know if I've got the right music on. Here we go. You check the music, make sure nothing crazy is going on there. I don't even have any music on this one. There we go. Let's get some music going. So, you can see down here, it only cost me these. What are these called? I don't know. Carbonite circuit boards to go to Relic 1. And then Relic 2, it's just not that expensive to go to Relic 3. So you should take, if you're going to Relic a character, you should take them at least to Relic 3. That's also where Datacrons come in. You're going to be using Datacrons, which I fully support using Datacrons, and I farm. These are free-to-play Datacrons I've farmed on my account. Then you should get them to Relic 3 because that's when Datacrons start really kicking in on your roster. So when you're going to farm somebody, take them to at least Relic 3. Let's go back down here. I'm going to click that and go over here. You guys are seeing that the donuts get made right now. What's the final mistakes? The final mistakes you can make here is not having fun and not listening to your dad. So have fun and listen to your dad. And that's a general piece of advice for life. Have fun, listen to your dad. Hopefully you've got a dad, and but if you don't, I'll help you out there too. But and that's an advice for the game. Have some fun. Pay attention to what Star Wars Dad tells you, and we'll have some fun together. So do these 10 things in the game. Don't get new shiny new things that are old things in Lightspeed bundles that made to look new. Just be careful about how you're farming those. Make sure to farm your ships. They take 6 months. That means don't put them off till later. Start them earlier. Plan well ahead for ship farms where you got to get a ship. Look at those journeys. Do they require a ship? Start it early. Play Fleet Arena. You know, just don't ignore Fleet Arena. It's so important to your daily crystal intake. Budget your spending. If you're going to spend, make sure you're keeping track of what you're spending, or I promise you will spend more than you were planning on spending if you're not paying attention to it. You can miss a payout every now and then. It's not going to kill you. You can miss. Don't let the parts of the game give you anxiety in real life. It's a game. It should take you out of real life and help you enjoy it, not the opposite. You can miss things in game. You're going to be just fine. It's not the end of the world. Make your own path. Don't be a slave to other people's farming guides. Watch a few of them. Put your own path together. Keep your own spreadsheets. Decide what you want to do and enjoy your journey in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Limit how many accounts you have. If having multiple accounts is stressing you out, once again, it's not worth it. It's just a game. Do things that you enjoy in the game. You don't have to manage 5 accounts or 2 accounts or 3 accounts in order to have fun. You don't owe anybody anything. Just pull back, except to maybe finish territory battle. That's the one thing you owe to the guild. Finish the territory war or territory battle you're currently in before you dump your alt account, okay? But other than that, if managing multiple accounts is stressing you out, just drop it and move on. Don't let anyone touch your game. That's a little bit of a jokey one, but you get it. Hey, Relic 3, that's your minimum relic. I don't get why people are going to less than Relic 3 on their characters. And always have fun and listen to your Star Wars dad, whether we're liking a Bantha, whether we're Han Solo, whether we're Leia, or whether we are Jar Jar-ing that day. Make sure to always listen to your Star Wars dad. Everybody, have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Avoid these 10 mistakes, these more 10 mistakes. Go watch the other 10 mistakes video. I will talk to you soon. Always remember, Nooch too good.